All right. In this third section of the course, we're beginning our section on induction. Now, we talked about induction in the first section of the course in chapter 1, so I'd like to give you a little bit of a refresher. Remember, an inductive argument is an argument in which it is claimed that if the premises are true, the conclusion is probable. In other words, true premises make it improbable for the conclusion to be false. I don't know if you recall, but we made the dividing point at 50-50. So, probable means that the probability that the conclusion is true given the premises is greater than 50-50. Improbable means, or not probable means, the probability that the conclusion is true given the premises is not greater than 50-50. So 50-50 or below. And we saw that there's a difference between strong inductive arguments and weak inductive arguments. A strong argument is one that is not deductively valid and is such that the truth of the premises make it probable that the conclusion is true. So if you've got true premises, it's likely that the conclusion is true. Here's an example. Most students are under 30. John is a student, therefore John is under 30. If the premises are true, it doesn't guarantee that John is under 30, but it makes it more likely than not that John is under 30. Now, a weak inductive argument is an argument such that if the premises are true, the conclusion is not probably true. So 50-50 or below. So even if the premises are true, it doesn't make the conclusion more probable than not. Okay, so here are two examples to try to show you the dividing line between strong and weak arguments. Suppose you have a jar containing exactly 100 marbles. 51 blue marbles are in the jar. 49 red marbles are in the jar. Okay, so here's the argument. There are 51 blue marbles in the jar. There are 49 red marbles in the jar. The marble picked at random is blue. That's strong because the probability that the conclusion would be true given the truth of the premises is 51 over 49. So greater than 50-50. Now take the same setup, same argument, but with a different conclusion. There are 51 blue marbles in the jar. There are 49 red marbles in the jar. Therefore, the marble picked at random is red. Here you have a weak argument because the probability that you would pick a red marble at random is 49 over 51, which is less than 50-50. So that means we would qualify it as weak. So you have it with inductive arguments, you have strong arguments, you have weak arguments, but you also have cogent and uncogent. A cogent inductive argument is one where the argument is strong and the premises are true. So it's strong, the truth of the premises makes the conclusion more likely than not, and the premises are in fact true. Now an uncogent inductive argument is either weak or has at least one false premise. Either it's not the case that if the premises are true, the conclusion is probably true, or it has a false premise, or both. And here you can, here's a chart where you can compare the difference between deductive and inductive arguments. I'll just leave that to you to examine.